Greetings, Culture Crew. We warmly welcome you to another episode full of learning and discovery. Here at Culture Crew, we're all about exploring the diverse tapestry of our social culture. And today we're taking a critical look at dementia. We assure you, you won't want to miss the bonus information at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. If you haven't done so yet, do like and subscribe to continue learning with us. Now, without further ado, join us as we delve into the history and impact of dementia. Dementia has been a part of human history for centuries, yet its understanding has evolved significantly over time. The earliest written accounts of dementia-like symptoms date back to ancient Greece and Rome, where philosophers and physicians such as Hippocrates and Galen made note of individuals experiencing memory loss and confusion in their old age. The term dementia itself has roots in Latin, derived from de meaning away and mens referring to mind. It was first used in the 17th century by Thomas Willis, an English doctor who described it as a loss of intellectual abilities severe enough to interfere with social or occupational functioning. However, it was not until the early 20th century that German psychiatrist Alois Alzheimer identified the first recorded case of presenile dementia, which is now known as Alzheimer's disease, the most common form of dementia. Over time, dementia has been recognized not as a natural part of aging, but as a syndrome caused by a variety of brain illnesses affecting memory, thinking, behavior, and ability to perform everyday activities. It was initially considered a rare condition, but as medical knowledge expanded and life expectancy increased, the number of dementia cases began to rise. Fast forward to today, dementia has become a topic of global health concern. Dementia is not just a word, it's a reality for millions across the globe. Let's delve into the magnitude of its impact through the lens of numbers. Over the past decade, we've seen a significant rise in dementia cases worldwide. In fact, the World Health Organization reports that there are almost 50 million people living with dementia globally. This number is expected to triple by the middle of this century, reaching a staggering 152 million people. When we break this down by age, it's clear that dementia primarily affects older adults. About 1 in 14 people over the age of 65 have dementia, and this number rises to 1 in 6 for those over the age of 80. Now, if we look at dementia prevalence by country, we see that it's a global issue, but some countries are hit harder than others. High-income countries have the highest prevalence rates, with North America and Western Europe leading the pack. However, it's important to note that low and middle-income countries are not far behind, and they're expected to see the fastest growth in dementia cases in the coming years. The impact of dementia also varies by ethnicity, with African Americans and Hispanics showing a higher risk compared to their Caucasian counterparts. These disparities are linked to socioeconomic factors, as lower-income individuals often have less access to quality health care, increasing their risk of developing dementia. Analyzing these statistical trends, we can see that dementia is indeed becoming more common amongst the elderly globally. It's a growing health concern that doesn't discriminate. It affects people of all backgrounds from all walks of life. But it's crucial to remember, when we talk about these statistics, we're not just talking about numbers on a page. We're talking about millions of individuals, each with their own unique story, their own families, their own lives. And each one of these individuals is profoundly affected by dementia. These figures are not just numbers, but real people, real lives affected by dementia every day. The impact of dementia extends beyond the person suffering, affecting families and healthcare systems. Let's delve deeper into this. Caring for a loved one with dementia is an emotional journey that many families across the globe undertake every day. The emotional toll is significant as family members watch their loved ones grapple with memory loss, confusion, and changes in personality. The roller coaster of emotions, from frustration and sadness to guilt and exhaustion, is often overwhelming. Financially, the burden of dementia care is considerable. Families may experience increased medical costs, the need for in-home care, or even the necessity of transitioning to a residential care facility. The financial strain is compounded by the fact that family caregivers often have to reduce their working hours or leave their jobs entirely to provide care, leading to a loss of income. Societally, dementia places a significant strain on healthcare systems. With the number of dementia cases projected to triple by the middle of the century, healthcare systems worldwide will face the challenge of providing quality care to an increasing number of patients. This includes not only medical care but also social services and support for families. Now let's look at the global prevalence of dementia. The nations with the most cases of dementia are China, the United States, and India, largely due to their large population sizes. However, when we look at the prevalence rate, the proportion of the elderly population with dementia, we find that Western Europe has the highest rate, followed by North America. On the other hand, sub-Saharan African regions have the lowest prevalence rates, although accurate data is often challenging to obtain in these areas. In conclusion, the emotional, financial, and societal impact of dementia is far-reaching, touching every corner of the globe. It's not just an issue confined to the elderly or to certain nations. Dementia is indeed a global issue requiring global efforts. Understanding dementia means understanding its causes and risk factors. Dementia isn't a single disease, but rather a term that encompasses a range of conditions characterized by cognitive decline. Dementia can be triggered by a variety of causes, and it's often a mix of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors that lead to its onset. Let's begin with the genetic factors. Certain forms of dementia, like early-onset Alzheimer's disease, have a strong genetic component. Specific gene mutations can directly cause the disease in some families. However, it's important to note that these cases are relatively rare. For most people, having a close relative with dementia slightly increases their risk, but it doesn't guarantee they'll develop the condition. As for lifestyle factors, research suggests that what's good for the heart is also good for the brain. Conditions that damage the heart or blood vessels, including high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and high cholesterol, can increase the risk of dementia. Similarly, certain behaviors can influence the risk of developing dementia. Regular physical activity, a balanced diet, maintaining a healthy weight, not smoking, and limiting alcohol consumption can all play a part in reducing the risk. Then there are risk factors we can't change, like age and family history. The risk of Alzheimer's, vascular dementia, and several other dementias increases significantly with age. Additionally, certain ethnicities have been found to be at a higher risk of developing dementia. For instance, studies suggest that people of African and South Asian descent may be more prone to dementia than other groups. Finally, let's touch on the environmental factors. Certain past head traumas, exposure to certain types of pesticides, and conditions like depression and chronic stress can increase the risk of dementia. While some factors are beyond our control, there are ways to reduce the risk of developing dementia. It's about understanding these risks, making mindful lifestyle choices, and seeking early medical intervention when needed. In the next segment, we'll delve into how to reduce the risk of dementia, so stay tuned. While there is no guaranteed way to prevent dementia, certain lifestyle changes can help. Picture this, a lifestyle that not only boosts your overall health but also arms you against the onset of dementia. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Well, it's not a far-fetched dream. It's about making simple changes that can have a profound impact. Firstly, let's talk about diet. Consuming a balanced, nutrient-rich diet is key. Foods high in antioxidants like fruits and vegetables, and those rich in omega-3 fatty acids such as fish, can boost brain health. A Mediterranean diet, abundant in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, has been linked to a lower risk of dementia. Next is exercise. Regular physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, supporting cognitive function. It could be as simple as a brisk 30-minute walk 5 days a week. Or perhaps you prefer yoga, dancing, or cycling. The goal is to get moving and keep the heart pumping. Lastly, mental activities. Engaging the mind can help keep it sharp. Read a book, solve puzzles, learn a new language or instrument. These activities challenge the brain, keeping it active and agile. Remember, these are just suggestions. It's about finding what works best for you and incorporating it into your daily routine. It's about a commitment to a healthier lifestyle, not just for the body but for the mind as well. Remember, every little step towards a healthier lifestyle can make a big difference. Thank you for joining us on this informative journey about dementia. We've explored its history, understood its impact through numbers, and delved into its global effect. We've examined the causes and risk factors and shared ways to potentially reduce the risk. Knowledge is power, so let's share this video to raise awareness and keep the conversation going. Don't forget to subscribe to Culture Crew for more informative and thought-provoking videos. Stay curious, stay informed.